as you can see, I'm showing you my computer screen, which is something I don't do all the time, but here you go. What's up, YouTubers one and all? My name is Fabian1987, and today, this video is going to be the channel update and what's to come for the rest of the year, as this video is going to outline pretty much every single one of the upcoming videos that I'll be doing for the rest of the year. First up, as always, let's take a quick look at what we got to still do before the new reviews. I have a lot of stuff on a Google document here, as you can see. I need to fix thumbnails on like half of the videos, or more, if anything, or like 75% like now. Yeah, let's put 80%. Let's just shift button. There we go. Okay, so 80%. I need to fix up the legend scale assortment, as I need to do those videos in a new format. I'll probably do that maybe next year or this year. I don't know. I need to do some more re-uploads of old videos, just with like new visuals. New visuals means like when I'm doing a reaction, for example, it's gonna be in like the top right or top left corner, depending on where my face is in the video. Unless it's one that is owned by a property that I cannot react, otherwise it will get copyright and taken down. Now, there's a difference between copyright claim, which can stay on my YouTube as long as it's allowed on there. I was very lucky with the reaction to Triple Takeover. I was very lucky with that one. The other ones with like Earthspark and stuff, not so much. So there's that. I need to redo a lot of this stuff. And some of this stuff has already been checked off the list, believe it or not. I just need to upload them every Sunday, because every Sunday is going to be, well, I think it's best to say that every Sunday, unless I actually got a review out. Well, I'll probably put a review with it as well. It's gonna be like maybe 2 or 3 videos of like old content, and I just hope you enjoyed and whatnot. I only have 2 videos like that prepared for now, so I'm just gonna do like 1 per week until I get like most of this list done. I also need to finish Combiner Month, as I currently just need to do combinations. I need to finish up Iron Factory's combination. Yes, I'm redoing Iron Factory videos. That's why they're not on this list, because they're already crossed off. I need to redo all that. I need to redo all of Studio Series. Well, not Studio. Why am I thinking Studio Series? I need to do a few more reviews that I teased one review inside of my, my community post. It's actually in the picture. It's not Scourge, believe it or not. That's just something that I've had for a while, and it doesn't really merit a full review for that. Although I could put it in a later review or something, I'm not sure. But the point is, Scourge is not the review that I teased in there. It's actually something else in the background. If you spot it, shout it out in the comments section, and I'll shout you out when I do the video review for the figure. I also recently have acquired enough for a lot of other figures, but we'll get to that later on in the video. As you can see, it's not much, and I don't want to scroll up or down, as it's going to spoil a lot of things, so like I don't want to reach that part just yet. Another thing is, well, let's see here. As you can see, I don't have a lot of good time screen recording, you know that. So it's a little bit tough to do, but it's doable. You know, it's not that bad. And on top of that, you can still see a little bit, and yes, as you can see right there, Holly's gifts. Holly is giving me gifts. And some of these are figures I used to own, that used to appear on the channel, but hasn't appeared on the channel in over a year. They're finally coming home, ladies and gentlemen. And she also threw some new ones in to boot as well, along with an accessory that I so needed. So we'll look at that in a little bit. One thing I need to talk about is the fact that I'm going to be moving into another recording station soon, so hopefully this does work out well, but if not, I'm going to have to think of something for my recording station, because so far, this is what I had to record, this bucket right here. And yes, I get that I got all this Iron Factory stuff on it, I get it. And yes, I know it is a little bit boring, but trust me, it's gonna get way less boring in about a minute or less, because, well, you ever wonder what am I gonna do for the rest of this year? Considering the fact that I am like looking to reach 500 subscribers, and you wonder how am I gonna do that if I'm just going to be redoing old videos, which, by the way, I'm definitely going to be redoing the Crosshairs video and deleting the old one. I'm sorry, but I'm deleting the old one and just restarting it from the beginning. Well, except for the unboxing. I will keep the unboxing bit, but everything else has to go. I'm redoing that video from the beginning because people do not seem to like that review. And I don't know why, but they don't. It's only got like 9 views on YouTube, which is kind of stupid. Is that? No, that's a spoiler. Okay, that's not a spoiler. Good. Okay. No, I do not have Legacy Leo Prime or... Well... Okay, go to my channel. I got 406 subscribers, so... As you can see, we are gaining some more stuff by the day. But if you look at... Well, Brawl. I don't know why Brawl's only at 19 views. I really do not. Everyone else seems to be doing well but Brawl, and... I don't know why. Did I have a controversial review or something? I'm not exactly sure. I do know that the podcasts aren't really worth doing, but I didn't record them for nothing. So, and besides, they do have ideas that I do need to have my friends look through, because we don't jot down a lot of shit, so there's that. And, yeah, only 9 views. Only 9 views for Crosshairs. That sucks. I am redoing that video. As much as I want this video up here, I'm actually going to redo that video from the beginning. There's also a few other videos I'm redoing, such as Starscream's review from way back in 2019. No, not 2019. Late 2021. I'm redoing Devastator for Combiner Month. So you're welcome for that. It's no longer going to be an hour or so. It's just going to be about well, along with updated stuff, and along with the fact that we're going to be comparing with the G1 Constructicons, it may be an hour, but this hour will be more so worth it because it doesn't have like talking in the background and whatnot. We continue scrolling down. Yes, I know you're looking for my channel. It is what it is, but there we go. I may do some Let's Builds about this. May. I do not know. But if it's Let's Build, it's going to have talking in it because I cannot stand silence. So it's just going to be talking and talking. But yeah, this is essentially what the Let's Builds have turned into. The battle card game with almost complete Energon War expansion. So there's that. I've effectively revamped the some of the old videos so they are better per se. But yeah, I'm definitely going to restart this from the beginning. Why did it repeat? What the hell? Okay. anyways, some of these videos, like for example, I'm redoing Iron Pocket Toys Bruticus because 2 hours on one video, yeah, that ain't gonna cut it well. That's more for a super cut. Like if you guys want me to do a super cut video, then I'm fine with it. I'm fine with doing super cut videos. You just let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm definitely redoing Starscream for sure. Unfortunately, I will keep this shot right here, and also the other shot with comparisons, because I don't have Barricade, nor do I have Megatron, the first movie Megatron. I don't have the first I don't have the Grindor mode, Blackout Studio Series mode. I only have Starscream and Brawl out of that entire picture, so I'm gonna keep that little clip if anything. Well, I'm gonna keep comparisons, but like when it comes to like the other parts of the review, I'm just gonna like cut it out entirely or just redo it. Like, you know what? I think it's best as I just redo it, because even though this did complete the collection, I kind of screwed up because as soon as I got rid of Bone Crusher, now I gotta go get the Masterpiece, which I'm gonna wait for next year for that, guys. I only have enough for so much this year, and Masterpiece Masterpiece Bone Crusher just did not land on the list, unfortunately. It's been a year. It's been 10 months, but still, like, it's been a year since I made this video, and I made this specifically for, well, I mean, you'll see. And as you can see, we're just, like, going down the rabbit hole more and more, and it's just, like, yeah, we get it. What else is gonna be new? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you what's that new. So I've been talking, well, long enough, and I guess you probably are wondering, what are we going to get for the rest of this year? Well, let's start off with the gifts from Holly. This is for free, by the way. This is from her. Some of this stuff I did sell to her, but she's given back to me for free without charge, which is very nice of her. I'm giving her a huge shout out, and we're going to be doing an unboxing of this haul as soon as that comes in. We're also going to be doing an unboxing of another haul when that comes in as well. I think all 3 of them are going to be hauls, believe it or not. Like, there's 3 batches of figures that I have to show off that are going to be coming to the channel, no matter what. So, let's begin. Well, first of all, I got to check up on her quickly. So, just, oh, okay, that's cute. Okay, but enough of that. We're on Discord, so I gotta keep things strictly to the video and whatnot. Yeah, so you were seeing my screen, but you aren't seeing much spoilery stuff yet, but you're about to. Welcome to the haul. First of all, Hot Soldier, Soundwave, and Laserbeak. Now, this is basically Legend Scale, which means it's going to replace... Where is it? I know I have him here right now. Like, I literally actually have him out. There he is. It's going to replace this guy for my Soundwave for Legend Scale. And that's going to be good because let's be honest, some figures in Prime just do not cut it. And even though this does only just turn into a boombox, I'll take it over nothing. It also comes with Laserbeak, so there's that. Next up, we got War for Cybertron, Earthrise, Voyager, Snapdragon. This is actually going to be my very first Earthrise figure, if anything. Also, first reviewed on the channel because, this is a triple changer, believe it or not. And I didn't know that until I watched Engo's review, which I was watching some of Engo's reviews for most of these yesterday, just to see like how well they will shape up to be a good figure. And you know what? Holly's got some pretty good picks, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie when I say that some of these figures, one, I shouldn't have sold off in the first place, but at least I got them back for free. But two, some of these figures, oh boy, they are worth it. They are worth the price that you get. This is worth it, definitely, for sure. So, I got Earthrise Snapdragon. Of course, I'm going to be getting back the Legends Scale Devastator, because as you can see, it's not going to scale well with any other thing at this point, but you know what? I like the little guys. I really do. I also have Rampage and Long Haul for Hunt for Decepticons, so this is essentially turned into Payload now. There's that. Believe it or not, I actually used to have this figure. This is Cyberverse Deluxe Megatron. I never reviewed him on the channel. I don't think I was able to. But I'm going to rectify that mistake this year. Now, I am also going to compare him with this guy. Earthspark Megatron. And, like, you know what? I can see the difference. I can see where Tank turned into Jet. This is Cybertronian Tank. This is Earth Helicopter V-22 Osprey. And again, I just love this figure. Like, I don't care what anyone says about it. I just love it. It's not the best, sure. But, good God, it's good. I will not have the Build-A-Piece figure because I'm not going to be building that thing. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm also getting Cyberverse Hot Rod. Yes, Cyberverse Hot Rod. There is a reason why I'm getting Hot Rod, if anything. But I was looking at a transformation, and even though it seems like a typical car former, the backpack, though, transforms incredibly clean, believe it or not. So, like, this is a win right here. Again, no Build-A-Piece figure. Yes, I'm getting back this boy. Understandably, I did not like him at first. But first of all, the price on eBay and other sites. Wow. 50 or so for this guy. When I got two of them for essentially the same price. Then again, I got the same with Galvatron, but I only have Galvatron at the moment right now. I don't have the second Galvatron. Like, there was a point back in during reviews that I used to have two of the same figure, and this was one of them. And I got that lucky for only a short amount of time, but I got even more lucky that some of these figures on this shipment, I used to have part of that. So, like, it was amazing. Like, sure. I still have Galvatron to this day. I don't think I have him out at the moment, but yeah, I still have him. But, you know what? I don't think it's bad. Besides, I have been thinking about doing more getting more Dark in the Moon stuff. For Studio Series. But that's gonna wait till next year. Because, not sure about you, but I think this is enough, you know? Now, of course, we reviewed this guy. We ain't gonna review him again, but he's just gonna be back in the collection, that's all. Now, this is something different. I loved Shockwave. If you remember Shockwave, I only got to review him about like a week before I sold him off to Holly. And the reason why I sold him off to Holly was because it was for her little sister Shannon's birthday, which I kind of actually saved. Did I save the review for the birthday, or did I post it before? I don't know. What I do know is that this Shockwave, oh my god, it is so pricey. This to the point that Byway made a Shockwave, and it's not the same that I thought it would be. But you'll see the differences later on. One thing for sure is that even though my Shockwave is complete, like it has nothing broken, it is missing the blade. But you know what? I'm fine with that. It's like, I could use this as a battle damage shockwave if anything. But oh boy, this, you ain't prepared for like later on in the video. Micromasters, yes, my very first Micromaster, and even though it's from Earthrise, it still counts as something else entirely, so yeah. These are fun little dudes, I ain't gonna lie. And my first SS86 figure ever. And I was looking at the transformation, and damn, it's clever. It really is. This ain't Scourge, G1 Scourge. This is Sweep. The difference, it lies in the tone of the color and the fact that the left hand is cupped and the right hand is open. While on the Scourge figure, it's a little bit darker. The right hand is cupped and the left hand is open. So, there's that. Nevertheless, they can both still hold the same weapon. And yes, it does come with a blast effect. Like, this is amazing. And yes, Thrust. I'm thinking of keeping him though. Like, he would seem good to fit in with the Terracons because he was a trader in Armada, and Thrust is based off of Armada colors instead of the original G1 colors. So, you know what? It's fine. It really is. And last but not least, as part of the haul, everything except the box that you see here. And I say except the box because, again, I don't think she has any of the boxes anymore. But everything you see here, including the cane. And if you remember my Jetfire review, my Jetfire did not come with the cane. It now does. And I am so glad for it. Holy smokes, this thing is amazing. So, that is Holly's haul. The next one is something a little bit on the, like, it's very cheap. For as much as I get in this next haul, it's very cheap. This is a haul from my friend Maury, who sold me, Beast Wars Megatron, Dark of the Moon Optimus, yes, that's how come I was able to finish the DNA kit, Brawn, and Cliff Jumper. So, I got all of them from Maury. Of course, I had to sacrifice a few figures. This ain't no exception, because in order to give away to get these next four figures, I have to give away my SS32 Optimus, which, yes, I will give him the blades. As much as I don't want to, I will give him that. And my Voyager class Predaking, complete with Voyager class Predaking, complete with his weapons. I don't have the weapons on him right now, but I do have the weapons. It is complete and everything. And here's the thing. This guy's selling for a lot more on eBay now, so he's getting this for a real good price, and he's getting that for a real good price because, good God, that thing is scalped. This thing is scalped. So, here's the next four figures part of the list. Now, yes, most of these, well, Megatron won't exactly be a review, but neither will Thrust, Bumblebee, or Shockwave, but Sweep, Micromaster, Hot Rod, Megatron, Snapdragon, and Hot Soldiers will all be reviews on the channel. The next one is, this is part of the trade deal. So, I give Maury those two figures, and they're very expensive. In return, he gives me Kingdom Deluxe Waspinator, which, yes, another Predacon to join the ranks. Unfortunately, I've confirmed to myself that the Scorponok from Rise of the Beasts is actually part of Terracon. So, in reality, well, technically, this will be my third Predacon if I were just going to be counting in general. But if I were to be counting my canon, this is the second Predacon. And it kind of sucks. But then again, it doesn't suck because it's Waspinator, and people like Waspinator, so yay. Anyways, then we got Kingdom Voyager Cyclonus. You can see kind of where this is going. Also, his transformation is also very unique. I love it. So, yeah, we're going to be getting Cyclonus for sure to be adding to the Terracon ranks. Then we have Skyquake. Yes, I'm getting Leader Class Skyquake. Now, I have been on the fence on this one for a while. But after thinking about it, I do need more Leader Class in my collection. And even though most of them are Decepticons, they are unique, unlike Optimus, where he's always just gonna be the one Leader Class for Autobots. Like, I'm sorry. But it's always been Optimus who's been the Leader Class of the Autobots, and I think it's time we change that. But still, Skyquake. Like, holy slag about this figure. Also, there are a few tabbing problems that we do have to go through, but it's not going to be as bad as I think. And then finally, yes, I was this right here. Oh god. APC Toys Arachnid. Now, I don't collect Prime as much as I used to. Man, it's mainly because I fell out of the show because of all this controversy and whatnot. And on top of that, I've come to realize that it isn't as good as I used to think. And the people who just simp for it now, I don't want to be one of those people. However, this is something that has been on my mind for quite a long while because, well, I've always hated the original Deluxe, and thankfully I never got it. I've avoided it like the plague. You'll know what plague I'm talking about if you watch Thirst. Anyways, but this, yeah, this is possibly the holy grail next to him. Like, these two are basically the same price, believe it or not. So, yeah. That is gonna be the hauls. Like, the ones that I'm gonna be getting in one package. Well, also, we got one more, but it's gonna be shipped separately, so let me scroll all the way to the bottom. Maury is getting me a hammer. Well, he got himself a hammer, but it's not gonna fit any of his figures, so he's just gonna straight to give it to me. Also, damn that battery. Anyways, this hammer he's gonna give to me, which I'm shocked, I'm amazed, but I'm thankful for. However, it will not be in the same package as Skyquake, but nevertheless, I'm still gonna review it with Skyquake because I'm not going to do a lot of upgrade videos by themselves unless it requires the video all to itself, you know? And that brings us to our final topic. So, as you can see, I quickly did a cut because I was running out of time on my phone for that one. But, yeah, this is just the first two hauls. The last hauls are going to be ones that arrive at the end of the month / beginning of next month. And quite frankly, they are the reviews that I'm most excited for. Sure, I'm excited for some of the reviews on here, like Arachnid and... well, I mean, all of them I am excited for. But these next ones I'm excited for way more than anything else because they elevate my review process a lot. Starting off with... ignore the price that you just saw. Primal. Yes, I'm getting Primal. And, by the way, if according to Pulse, he's still available. When I look at the price on Pulse, and October 10th, which is in, like, 2 days. See? Still available. Still available. Also, I recently checked, well, I mean, you'll see that in a moment, but... Here we go. So, I'm gonna reload here, and also this has Prime to it, so... Free Prime delivery Tuesday, October 31st. Thankfully, because of Mom relinking my account, I now have Prime, so yay! Let's go back to here. So, here we have that. Then we have Mirage. I'm gonna be getting this one from... AliExpress. As most of these figures will come from AliExpress at this point. However, some of them will come in rather rare places. Or, not rare. I mean, technically you could count them as rare, because you ain't gonna find them anywhere else on the internet, so there's that, but still. I'm getting Mirage, and yeah, I know. That means I'm gonna be getting rid of some of the more mainline figures. Yes, I'm getting rid of mainline Primal. Yes, that means more sales for my eBay, which means yes, I can finally get more Studio Series, such as Drift, Hound. Oh my god, I just realized. I can actually get Drift and Hound and Hot Rod and Hot Rod. I'm a fool. People actually want those figures on eBay, believe it or not, so if I could just do a bundle and bam, good as new, you know? But anyways, I digress. Then we have Nightbird, who was just revealed last night to be releasing on October 17th, which is next Tuesday. That basically means I basically switched over the pre-order from AliExpress to Hasbro Pulse. And the same can be said for the next figure, which, by the way, even though it has one katana, I don't care. I may keep the mainline Nightbird for now to have a second katana. And also the claw weapon, because this is a puny claw weapon, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like what they did with Galvatron, where they just molded in the blades instead of giving her actual clip-on ones. It's kind of sucks. But, again, we also have Core Class Novocaine, who also is going to be releasing on October 17th. I switched to Pulse for that. However, who's not available on Pulse that I have to go through AliExpress for, even though it's going to be releasing October 17th, or probably already is out at my local Walmart, is Noah. Yeah, I have Noah. I'm going to get Noah. And, you know what? I don't care what anyone says. This picture basically defines what the set really is like. It ain't gonna be like, oh, you gotta have the backpack on all the time. You can have to take it off, for God's sake. And you know what? I just love it. Like, I really do. Like, I'm one of the few people that are like, yes, I want this figure, despite the fact it looks a little bit inaccurate. But you know what? I don't think they could have done any better with the face sculpt. I really don't think so. And the next one, oh boy. So you guys know how most of Targets around the world have basically stopped supplying SS102 Prime because exclusivity, and on top of that, they released it way after the film, aka when it came to freaking digital and whatnot. And they decided, well, it's gonna release now, and all of a sudden it's not gonna play anywhere. Well, good news for us. There's KO companies that decide to do the dirty work for us. Black Mamba OPSS 102 KO Optimus Prime. This is better. Now, quite frankly, it is the exact same mold as Studio Series 102. There ain't nothing different about it. Except the paint. The paint on the silver bits make it all different. Like, even on the cannon, even on the blade, the grill in the vehicle mode, the sun visors, the sides of the shoulders, the pipes, heck, some of the hips and the legs and whatnot. That is better painted than the Studio Series version, and I gotta give them props for that. And guess what? This figure is the price of a freaking deluxe. Fuck yes, I'm getting it. So, remember when I was talking about Byway Shockwave? I mentioned it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, there was a reason why I said I'm gonna use the other Shockwave as the battle damage variant, because this is full-on war. And I think it works because while the colors, they are necessarily good, they are a bit too purple in my opinion. But that's probably why the Shockwave that I'm going to be using for battle damage is what it is, because by then most of the purple paint has washed off in battle, so it works. He also has lost articulation in the fingers and whatnot, which this thing gains. It does have a hard plastic cannon, but it's not the same as a DNA kit. On top of that, his blade isn't a DNA kit. Yeah. Next year, I'll think about getting the Shockwave DNA kit, or I'll probably get it from sales with the mainline figures that I'll be selling off. Who knows? And I'm getting Byway Sentinel Prime. I've always wanted to get this one. Along with Ironhide, who I don't have out at the moment. This is one of the few Byway figures I've absolutely wanted from the beginning. Because it comes with a sword, an actual shield. It comes with the freaking backpack that is more movie accurate than anything. On top of that, it does fix the hip issue I had with the original Studio Series version, which you ain't gonna get a redo of that version of that video again. Just leave it as it is. Besides, there's like 500 views or something. It's fine. But on top of that, you also get the rust cannon and all the other stuff from the original Studio Series. So this is a definite plus. However, there is one small problem that a few third-party makers decided to fix on eBay, and that is a shield adapter. Now you can fix his shield. And good God, that is so much better. That is so much better now. And guess what? It's only $6. It's not that bad. It really isn't. 6 or 7, I'm not sure. It's one of the two. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm finally getting them. I'm getting them. I was about to say all about the misgender. I'm sorry. I get it. I get the the hell. I get the Nightshade controversy, but I also don't get it because it's stupid. So I just ignore it. Like, I accept it. Like, it barely has an impact on the show in the story, in truth, because you're missing a good story if you're just like, oh, this, you know what? I ain't gonna talk about it. Nightshade right here is also the last thing I need to finish Mandroid, because apparently of all the figures, they are the one that has the Mandroid body to build the figure. Mandroid is also going to be my very first Build-A-Figure completed, which is pretty amazing if you actually want to think about it. This is actually a goal maker right here. I've always wanted to collect the Earthspark figures. This is definitely needed. And again, I'm kind of jealous that I didn't get this figure a little bit early. But for the price that it's going for on Amazon, and if I reload, still October 31st as of this recording, you know what? It's fine. It's fine if I have to wait to the end of the month like most of the other figures, which, yes, I do have to wait for the end of the month for most of these figures. I ain't gonna say what they are until, like, I show them, so, like, there's that. However, there's something else I need to show you. I have acquired this figure. I have yet to review him, but he is going to be part of Combiner Month. Let me reload the page if anything's changed, if anything. Nope, still nothing has changed. Anyways. I've also pre-ordered this guy. Merak, aka Tesserus, who I need for my collection. That video is not going to be for Combiner Month, unfortunately. It's going to be for the last month I'm going to be doing videos for this year. Unless something else sidetracks me, I don't know. But anyways, Tesserus right here is what I need to complete the DJD. The Iron Factory DJD. Now, I would like to get the Fallen. I really would. But I'm probably going to save that for early next year. Even though it's probably going to sell like hotcakes. But then again, it has been a month or two since I got this guy. And he hasn't sold it out since. Well, I mean, he sold out a few times, but he quickly went back up in stock, so there's that. I also kind of want to get this guy, but the only cheap prices I found are on eBay, which, you know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. But back to what I'm saying here is that there's a reason why I pulled up Iron Factory, and that is because I'm finally getting the Tyrant. Out of all the Iron Factory figures, not only is he going to be the most expensive third-party figure I've ever gotten, which finally trumps over the freaking Nemesis Prime that I got, who was 175. This is 185. Yeah. But anyways, combining all of that together, this is by far the most expensive Iron Factory figure that I'm ever going to get. And it's also going to be the most expensive third-party figure I'm ever going to get. At least for this year. I may trump it next year, who knows. But I doubt it. Because now, Planet X Apocalypse is sold out, so I ain't going to get that shit. Hell no. I got something else bigger for this year. But anyways. This is going to be possibly one of my most goated reviews, and probably the one I'm going to take the most time on, because holy scrap, this thing looks good. It's also got customization. A lot of it. And I just love it for that. I really do. But wait. There's more. I was recently looking on Shapeways for a little bit, right? And I was seeing that, well, we have some new stuff, like, I want to try 3D printing a little bit, because I don't think you know, but I recently, about like a few months ago, I paid the Fire Brothers for a 3D printed battle trap kit. And, well, the only thing, well, I got it. It's a Gatling gun, but it works. If you know by now that I do have the booster kit set, this was 3D printed. Officially, but now it's officially in like true printed form and painted and whatnot. And yes, this is the Japanese colors, but oh well. So I was thinking, is there upgrade kits for license class and stuff? And yes, there are. However, I'm only getting one. Autobot Megatron, to be exact. And this just has to be the most holiest grail of all. If anything. Like, this on my Iron Factory Megatron is golden. He's got a new cannon, he's got new shoulders, he's got a new back piece, a new chest piece, and a new leg piece. Now, I ain't gonna get the bracket that comes with this thing, because it's not needed for transformation or anything. But good God, does this thing rock. Also, it does not come painted, so I'm gonna have to paint it off screen before I put it back on screen. Which means I need to learn a little bit more about painting and whether or not I actually do have the tools to paint this thing, because good God, this is something else entirely. And as you can see here, this is from the same seller that, actually, I'm not sure if I showed you before. I think I showed it like once or twice, but way back when I first got this Megatron, which still holds up to this day, like, my God. I got an upgrade kit, a 3D printed upgrade kit from eBay, from this username ALX333. Who sells like very good weapons kits for Transformers. I got it for Megatron, I got it for Bumblebee, and I got it for Lockdown. They're all gone by now because, yeah, they were kind of trash. This one, though, this one's worth it. And the reason why this is worth it, why is it a stand? Why does it have spikes? What is this thing? Well, because the final review of 2023, no matter what, is gonna be something that is close to my heart. Understandably, last year for 2022, the figure that ended that year was the figure that I was the most anticipating for since I've heard the leaks of. Studio Series Fallen. I've loved that figure. I've kept that figure in my collection, and I'm never getting rid of it. This figure's going to be no exception, but for a different reason. You see, I was born in 2003. I'm not going to say what day it is. Well, I mean, I kind of have spoiled the birthday a little bit here and there, but it is what it is. But the point is, I was born in 2003. In 2003 was the time of Transformers Armada, which is by far one of my favorite Transformers shows, despite the human characters and whatnot. Like, sure, yes, it has a Fetch quest, but that's part of the goal because it was more so anime-like. And since it was anime-like, it had the aspects of, like, say, Pokemon. And I had to deal with that. But the story, especially surrounding the Transformers, which is possibly the most fleshed out since Beast Wars before it, good God, it was amazing. But the final act is what is known as the Unicron battles. And during the Unicron battles in like 2003, late 2003, Hasbro released the Armada Unicron. Now, I used to, now every single time I would go over to my aunt and uncle's house, when I was growing up, one of the first things I would always go to or ask about was, is Unicron still here? And they would always say yes. I would always go look for it. I would always go try to find all the pieces. Well, I mean, not always, but whenever I could, whenever I wasn't watched by mom as a hawk, you know? Recently, I got a deal with my uncle to see if I could get his Armada Unicron. And he said if I gave him a good price. So I told him, fine, how about 100? He said, alright, as long as you drive there. And as much as I want to get his Unicron, it doesn't feel right. So I decided to opt for something else instead. As this year is also the year Unicron came on big screen in reality for the first time since 1986, as the big Unicron, as Unicron, who is going to be the main villain of Rise Unicron, who I still need to get back in the server. Rise of the Beast as, like, very intimidating and very chilling when I first saw it in theaters. That one thing that shocked everyone on April 27th, including me, I was not expecting Unicron at all. Like, if you saw my reaction, holy shit! I think I was more hyped during December than April, but that's just because of the very long wait between trailers. But holy shit, was it worth it? But I was thinking, like, Unicron, and it's been 20 years. I'm 20 years old. It's been 20 years since that mold came out. This figure is going to be my childhood. So I figured, why would I get the childhood from my dad, from my uncle, and steal something from his childhood, or possibly my cousins? When I could get this instead. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting this figure for the last review of 2023. Unicron. I do not know when he's going to be uploaded. I do know it's going to be before Christmas. And I do know that he is most likely going to be the 500 subscriber special as well. Because Scourge was a 300 subscriber special. The Fallen was a 200 subscriber special, believe it or not. But this is going to be 500 for sure. If maybe 550, if anything, because I do not know how much videos I'm going to be pumping out all this month and all next month. But this is by far going to be the video to end 2023. This is my last Transformers tour review for 2023, and I gotta say, I am stoked for it. I am stoked for its flaws, its strengths, weaknesses, transformation, everything. This video is probably going to have the most work put into it, and it's even going to have some voice actors for the skits and whatnot. Understandably, I did put some work into the skit for Revenge of the Fallen, but this is possibly going to be so much more. It's possibly going to be the longest official review on my channel, as this video is going to be about possibly 2 hours, though I don't know. I do not know, but I'm going to keep it that way because it deserves it. Should I do a stream about it? Maybe. Maybe I should, because I think it'll be worth it like that. A stream for my review, which is something I've never done before. But at the same time, it doesn't exactly feel like that's going to be worth it, if anything. But yeah, Unicron's going to be here. In my house. And he's going to be releasing after I finish every other review that I have backlogged before it, which is every single figure before this one. And yes, that is why that's why I showed the stand and the spikes before, because that connects to that. The spikes connect to the rings. And then in planet mode, he needs something to stand on. So, there's that. And that wraps up my entire update video. I know. It's an hour long at this point. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care if you have to sit through an hour, but all of this is worth it. All of this is worth it. And I will not tell you how much it is. I mean, you probably did already see the price already, but the point is, I don't care. All of this is going to be arriving before the end of the year, and will be on the channel before the end of the year. Unicron is by far possibly going to be my 500 subscriber special, and I can't wait for him. I sincerely cannot. This haul will be active in about a few days. Meaning pretty soon you'll see blanked out, like blurred stuff receipts on the community tab showing I got them all. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this update review video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. We will soon be heading back into the Combiner month, as I do know you guys are extremely liking that month, except for Brawl for some reason, but you know what? I don't care. Unless his views do not change, then I will have to eventually update his video. But, again, I have to do some other video updates as well, but there we go. That's gonna be all for this year. And understandably, it's a lot. You might be thinking, how am I gonna get all this? You'll just have to wait and see. Alright. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Please subscribe, as I am almost at 500 subscribers. I need another 94 to go. And I have a feeling, with all this news, if you want to sit through this video this long, you may do so. Or, if you want, next week, when I get the thing, I will actually post all the pictures of every single video in the pipeline. So you don't have to worry about what's to come. And as always, Til All Are One.